This Trump supporter is finding out the hard way. Josh Smith runs Montana Knife Co. He voted for Trump, probably thinking that America First would help small manufacturers like him, but instead, he just got hit with a $77,000 tariff, just for buying a machine from Germany that he literally can't get in the US. He really thought the guy who's bankrupted multiple casinos was going to help him and his small business? What a moron. Only 2 companies in the world make a blade grinding machine that he needs, and they're both in Germany. Thanks to Trump's EU tariffs, Josh has to pay an extra 15%. But wait, it gets better. He used to buy his steel from a US-based company in New York, but that company went bankrupt, and now his steel comes from Sweden. And you guessed it, Trump slapped a tariff on that one too, to the tune of 50%, starting next year. Dang, Josh, you just can't stop winning. And to be honest, I thought this whole thing was about buying American first. Why aren't you just manufacturing the machine you need, Josh? Sounds pretty easy based off how Trump puts it. If Trump loved small businesses so much, then why is he putting in so many policies that make it harder to stay afloat? Seems to me like voting for the guy who's never had a successful business in his life isn't going to care about saving or helping yours.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our breakdowns of what's going on in the wide political roller coaster we call America. Now, today's story, you're going to love this one. Now, you know how some folks voted for Trump because they believed he was the pro-business guy? Now, the I'll save small business guy, the I understand the economy guy. Well, I hope those grocery store owners kept their receipts because the bill for that decision has officially arrived and it is expensive. Today, we're talking about grocery store owners who supported Trump and are now falling apart under Trump's own policies. Yes, it's FAFO season again. And once again, the sequel hits harder than the original. So let's get into it.
This Republican restaurant owner is finding out the hard way. Sam Sanchez runs popular Chicago spots like Moe's Cantina and voted for Trump because he wanted law and order, thinking the focus would be on violent criminals, not hardworking immigrants like his employees. And now Sam's flying to D.C. to tell the White House to slow down mass deportations. Because as he puts it, what they're doing now is not what the president promised. You really trusted the guy who said immigrants were eating cats and dogs to take it easy on any of them? Something tells me he doesn't care much about the good immigrants either. ICE has ramped up raids in Chicago, making some Mexican Independence Day celebrations be quieter than usual or get canceled. Sam warns he will lose the midterm election if he loses the Hispanic community. Well, no kidding. You shouldn't screw over the community that helped put you into office and expect them to stick around. Oh wait, I forgot there's people like Sam who are still on Trump's side, even though Trump's doing horrific things to the community that Sam supposedly cares about so much. Sam still backs Trump, obviously. They always do, but says he'll support candidates who push for common sense immigration reform. One of the craziest parts is that Sam says he feels the need to have to carry his passport everywhere, just in case. So yeah, Sam still supports the guy whose policies are making him nervous that he's going to be stopped and questioned. When you bet on the guy who thinks immigrants eat cats and dogs, don't be surprised when he starts rounding up all of them, not just the criminals. When there's no due process in America anymore, no one's safe. This Republican grocery store owner in Pittsburgh is finding out the hard way. A year ago, Ryan Sprankle was all smiles, giving Donald Trump a tour of his store and calling it an amazing experience. Today, his tone has changed a little bit. He's now calling new SNAP benefit rules inhumane. Did he not realize being inhumane is the closest thing MAGA has to an actual policy? Suddenly you care about inhumane policies when it starts to affect your business. Turns out, a quarter of his store's revenue comes from those exact benefits. The exact same benefits his political party has been targeting for years. Now, his sales are plummeting, he's cutting overtime for his 140 employees, and new Trump tariffs threaten to make all of his products more expensive. He supports a party that promised to cut government spending, but somehow never considered that this government spending was what kept his customers able to shop at his grocery store. Who could have ever guessed that the Trump administration hates small businesses? I could have. Matter of fact, go all the way back in my videos, and you will see I did predict it. And if a guy with a horse in his bedroom could have figured that out, I think you easily could have too. This pro-Trump business owner in Florida is finding out the hard way. John Wong runs a small grocery store in Florida. His family started it back in 1983 after immigrating from Hong Kong. And for decades it thrived, a local staple for Asian ingredients in Manatee County. Then, Trump got elected, and everything changed. But don't feel too bad. John supported Trump. He believed the promises. Lower grocery costs, better trade deals, help for small businesses. Instead, Trump's tariffs crushed his store. Most of John's inventory comes from China, the Philippines, and Vietnam, the exact countries hit with massive tariff hikes. He used to pay $2.75 for a box of Mabo tofu sauce. Now, that same box is $5. Every shipment that arrives, the prices go up. Again. He's tried to not raise prices on his customers, many of them elderly living on fixed incomes, with one of his customers now rationing a can of sardines just to get by. John's store has been around for 43 years. Now, it's barely hanging on. And the worst part for John? He voted for the guy who's directly responsible for driving it straight into the ground. John told reporters, "Is there any future? Is this the American dream? Hey John, this is the dream that you voted for. So have fun with it."
Okay, I just got done with Walmart. If you saw my video just a little bit ago about how much I spent for just 29 items, I had to use my credit card because I couldn't afford it. I'm a single mom. Come on, people. Trump, everybody, lower the grocery bills. We gotta eat. We gotta feed our kids. Come on, really take this seriously. Trump, the administration, anybody listening, please lower the grocery bills. We can hardly afford this stuff anymore. Thank you and bye. This is my rant for the day of Saturday. Bye, guys.
I have some more dire economic news. I'm sorry we can't have our heads in the sand, but I am going to end this video with an empowering message on what you and I can do to hopefully turn this ship around. So October 2025, there were 153,074 layoffs, the highest layoffs in 20 decades. 20 decades! Ranging from tech giants to warehouse workers to retailers, everybody is impacting. Now, this just is validating what people have been estimating is over 1 million jobs being eliminated because of Trump admin economic policies. I mean, it's happening. Now, because of the tariffs, the Trump admin is also allowing the tech bros who own AI to become even bigger billionaires, one of them a trillionaire probably pretty soon, and they are eliminating jobs because of AI on top of the tariffs that are causing layoffs in other sectors. And there's another 294,000 federal jobs that are going to be cut. Did you guys know this? All of this is right before Christmas. It's right before the holidays. And competition for what few new jobs become available has become so intense that you and I have a better job of winning a $500 scratch-off ticket than getting that job. That's how many jobless people are applying for each limited job opening. This is really fucking bad, people. And you know what? It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And let me tell you something. With these healthcare subsidies expiring, thanks to the Trump administration, those cheap health insurance plans that are now available to all of these jobless people, I just made a video about it. One Trump supporter purchased the plan. It's called Trump Care, had a heart attack, and was billed $110,000. Another Trump supporter purchased the Trump Care package, had a knee replacement, and then was billed $100,000. This is really bad, you guys. Here's my hopefully empowering message. You and I have to vote the right people in. who are visionaries, who are not beholden to the corporate class, to the lobbyists. We cannot vote for MAGA Republicans. We also cannot vote for centrist Democrats. We must vote them out. This new landscape we are in, we're not going back. Something new must be created from all of this mess the Trump administration and his tech bros are creating. Something new. We need visionaries. The centrist Democrats are not visionaries. Their skill is to take care of their donor base. Ditto with MAGA. That's not a visionary. It's not. It's crazy.
You guys believe in this shit? Check out some of these prices. Are you kidding me? Almost $4 for a bottle of water. Are you kidding me? Look at this shit. What the hell is wrong with these people? Look at this shit. Nearly $4 for some damn regular Starburst. $3.29. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Look at this shit. Let's see what else we got going here. This is bullshit, guys. These prices, this is ridiculous. Watch this. Let me show you this other one. Look at this. For a damn Hershey's bar, look at this. Look at this. $3.29 for a regular damn Hershey's bar. You guys are smoking crack. But I think I will get the one for $3.29 with the almonds. Look at this. That's crazy. For this little dinky thing. You guys believe in all these prices? $3.29 for this little candy bar and all the other crap? Ridiculous. Tell me what you think, guys. Right over here somewhere.
So you remember the 2024 election cycle? Small grocery store owners across rural and suburban America proudly chanted, were proudly chanting, Trump will save small business. Trump will lower costs. Trump will protect us from bigger corporations. Now, the irony, the man they trusted in now doing the economic equivalent of pushing their shopping carts off a cliff. Now, under Donald Trump's policies, tariffs skyrocketed, supply chains choked, import costs exploded, and the price of nearly everything these stores rely on, from produce to packaging, went through the roof. But when reporters asked Trump why grocery prices were rising, he shrugged it off and blamed, guess who? Immigrants and Democrats and globalism. And pretty much anyone except the policies with his signature. Now, meanwhile, grocery store owners are sitting in their empty eyes like, wait, why is a box of cereal now $8? Why does chicken cost more than gasoline? Why are consumers complaining every day about prices? I can't control. Now, because, my friends, this is what happens when policy meets a reality. It's undefeated. Now, let's talk about the tariffs. Trump's favorite economic hammer. He slapped heavy tariffs on foreign imports, claiming it would force companies to manufacture in the US. Guess what it actually forced? Higher prices, higher costs, and more pressure on small businesses already competing with giant chains like Walmart, Costco, and Amazon Grocery. But these giant corporations, they have leverage. They negotiate bulk rates. They can absorb losses. They can shift costs. Your average neighborhood grocery store with 4 employees and a narrow profit margin, not so much. So now many of these stores are cutting staffs, reducing inventories, shortening hours, and in some cases, closing entirely. All while their owners sit in front of local news cameras saying things like, we didn't expect the policies to hit us. We thought Trump would protect small businesses. I didn't think tariffs would affect groceries that much. FAFO, ladies and gentlemen. FAFO. And let's not forget the labor side of this. Trump's aggressive deportation tactics and immigration restrictions have crushed the agricultural labor pipeline. Fewer workers in food production means slower harvest, rotting crops, and increased costs across the entire food system. That's why produce prices are out of control. But grocery store owners who chair those policies, they are now staring at pallets of overpriced fruits and vegetables, thinking, maybe we should have thought that through. Maybe you should. Now, you don't get cheaper food by eliminating the workers who pick it. You don't get lower grocery costs by disrupting supply chains. And you don't help small businesses by increasing their operating expenses while giving giant corporations every advantage imaginable. This is not complicated economics, it's basic common sense. Now, here's the real stink. Many of these grocery store owners supported Trump because they thought he would punish big governments, big markets, and big corporations. Instead, his policies are pushing customers towards big corporations because those chains can offer lower prices while small stores cannot. So the same folks who placed Trump signs in their windows are now placing going out of business signs right next to them. Irony has never been so loud. But let me be clear. The intention here is not to mock the pain these owners are going through. Small grocery stores are the backbone of many communities. They employ neighbors, they support local farmers, they keep towns alive. The tragedy is that they were sold a shiny promise wrapped in slogans, and they believed it. And now they are paying the price while the billionaire who made the promise shrugs and blames someone else. Now, it's a lesson, a painful one, and one that many across the country are leaning or learning all over again, right? So, what do you think? Are grocery stores owners realizing they blocked the wrong horse? Or rather, no, maybe back to the wrong horse? Will this economic fallout finally push small business owners to rethink who actually supports them, or will they double down and blame anyone and anything except the policies that put them in this crisis? Drop your thoughts on the comment section. Let's get the conversation going. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can always see content when we drop them. More stories are coming, and trust me, you won't want to miss what's next. And until the next video, credit belongs to original creators.